It is the night before graduation, and I don't know. I just wanted to do a video because I thought it would be cool. Um, well, obviously, because I got to post. I can't leave you guys hanging. I can't just graduate and not tell you anything. But it's the night before graduation, and I hope I have energy in the morning to record.
It is now May 20th. I think 6 something in the morning. I'm tired. Uh, Update on how I feel about graduation. Um, I still don't know. I think I won't know how I feel until I actually get there, and then I have to stand, and then they say my name, and then I get everything, because I genuinely don't know how I feel still. It just feels like I gotta get up for another reason today and do something. Yeah, I just want to sleep, man. I just want to sleep.
Hi, it's been like 4 months and I'm back again. Hopefully to stay because I'm out of school now, so like there's no excuses whatsoever. It's been 2 weeks since I've graduated, and I think the main reason why it took me so long to just turn on the camera and to record is just because I didn't know how I felt about graduation yet. You know, it happened. I walked across the stage, got what I needed to do done, and like my brain was just not there. I was on autopilot. Me graduating didn't hit me until I watched all of my old friends, the ones that I said went to different schools from like middle school and elementary, walking across their stage, that I realized why I didn't feel anything in the first place. To come to a quick conclusion, I just didn't have a connection with my school, with the people, and the entire time I was in survival mode. I just didn't really experience high school. There was no nostalgia for me to look back on and actually feel something when I graduated. My only goal was to graduate. And, you know, I did it. I'm satisfied, but I'm only as satisfied as Angelica Schuyler was. And I mean, I think that in itself is pretty telling. Seeing everyone that I used to know, sit next to, create memories with, laugh with, walk across that stage, it stirred something up inside of me. It made me realize that we're all going on separate paths now, and that I didn't get to keep those people, the people that I valued the most, close to me. Because, I mean, they were on Instagram. I could have reached out, but it's like we were at different schools and we were growing at different points in our lives. So it's like me trying to fit in, riding off of the nostalgia from middle school, which was years past at this point. It just didn't feel right. It was just like, wow, I really don't have anybody, and that I didn't get to enjoy the experience because I dwelt on that. No, I didn't go to prom. I didn't go to any of the senior events, and it was all because it's just like I didn't feel that connection. And do I blame myself? No, because I had a lot going on in my own, right? But I do blame myself for not making the most of it, no matter how hard shit got. But it's like, that's kind of contradictory in itself because my school really didn't have anything there that connected me to the point where I could make the most of it. There wasn't something that I could join or just enjoy to like a certain extent where I could be like, oh yeah, there was some good things about the school, but like I can't think of one thing that I really enjoyed about that school. But overall, yes, I did feel something. I felt loneliness, not regret. There's probably a better word than loneliness, like that I can add on to it, but it really was just loneliness. I didn't feel regretful about anything that I did this school year. Even if I did blame myself, if things went any differently than how it did, I wouldn't be who I am today. Since graduation, I have felt the life that I could have had these past 4 years flash before me. Because now we're all done, and I can't do anything about it because that's in the past now. It already happened, there's no way to go back and change what's been done, and now I have to be responsible for my own experiences and make my life worthwhile instead of, you know, how I said, high school wasn't. I can't dwell on that anymore. I didn't do much these past 4 years except survive. I'm grateful for my accomplishments and proud of myself because I went through hell and back. Okay, I went through hell and back. But I got my high school diploma, one that was painful, took a lot of my energy, and took a lot of drive just to make sure that I graduated on time and that it wasn't going to happen during the summer because it was really close. Though I wish I had a different high school life, the high school life that I could have had if I went to that school. But like I said, the reason I don't dwell on it is because the way my life went and everything that had played out, it happened for a reason. All those moments of solitude and introspection and figuring out who I really am wouldn't have happened if I had went to the school that I really wanted to. Me being at the school that I am, well, not am, but graduated from, it changed who I am as a person, and I'm proud. I like who I am. I wouldn't be here in front of the camera talking to you guys about this if I didn't go to that school. Like, even if it left me lonely and miserable, I was still able to help a lot of people here from my YouTube channel with my experiences, and hopefully more people in the future, because I feel like these types of videos are timeless. Anyone can look back, see the journey, and be like, you know what? I can learn at least one thing from this, even if it's just me talking about how I feel. You might relate to that, and that gives me comfort in what happened to me and how my life went, because if I can share my experience with other people and they can grow from that or figure out something about themselves from that, that makes me feel better. Makes me feel way better than these past 4 years did. I know a lot would leave school regretting the fact that they didn't make any friends, didn't try their hardest to create the experience that they thought was going to happen for them. But all I can say about that is you can't change the past, and just keep going forward and work on just making your life the way you want it now, because you're in more control of your life than you ever been before and you ever have before. And I mean, it's comforting, but also scary because you have a whole life ahead of you now. So it's like you can't have any excuses. You can't blame the fact that you're around people that aren't like you at school, because when you're outside of school, you can join like-minded people. I mean, it's a whole world now. You're not confined by school. I mean, you could have done that beforehand. I could have done that beforehand, but I'm just saying, like, this is from me to you. That's all I can say about that. And to add on to that, I had to come to realization myself that I can't keep living off the fantasy of what could have been, because now there's no what could have been. I've already graduated, and there's no point in worrying about that anymore because I already lived through that. It's time to work on the present and the future, but mainly the present, because worrying about the future is not good. From personal experience, worrying about the future, especially like 20 years into the future, why don't put yourself through that torment. Torment. Oh my god, I cannot talk. I'm sick, sorry. But don't put yourself through that torment. Don't, please. But with everything that's happened these past 4 years that don't even have anything to relate to what I'm talking about now, that can't even fit in this video if I even brought it up, I am going to be taking a year break from before I do anything regarding higher education. That's just for my own mental health and to finally get a break just from everything educational. I mean, I'm not going to stop. I I feed my brain knowledge almost every single day, but I'm just saying, like, just a break. No more stress, just calming down, getting my sleep schedule back together, focusing on hobbies that I had to put off because of school and things like that. And that's why I'm just going to focus on YouTube. No matter how silly it sounds, I need something that I can be proud of, and I'm monetized on here earlier than a lot of people are, and I need to make the most of that. So why not just focus on YouTube? Why not be consistent? Give myself something to learn how to be committed to. Because overall, it was never about friends. It was me limiting myself because I was living in a fantasy that friends were going to make my life better. The right people will come, and when they do come, you'll be in a point of your life where you feel good. And I do feel like you really have to put yourself first. If no one's clapping for you, stay there for yourself. Keep showing up for yourself. You deserve showing up for yourself. I'll keep showing up for you. If you're going through hell, keep going, because it does get better. It got better for me. I feel 10 times more happier than I did when I was in school. Just keep going. Don't let yourself go into autopilot. Even if you're stressed out by school, have something that you enjoy that'll bring you happiness no matter what. Escapism is fine, but I used escapism to the point where I didn't even know how I felt anymore. And when I didn't have anything to escape to anymore, everything came pouring down. Every single emotion that I bottled up and buried deep inside just came crashing. And I did not like that feeling. I felt like, what the hell? So at the end of the day, stay strong. And thank you for watching me through this entire journey. That does not mean I'm going to stop. I promise you. I'm going to keep posting for the people that actually like watching me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep I'm going to keep posting. Um, but thank you again for following me through this journey, because at the end of the day, it never truly ends. So that's it. Bye.